We're back!
We meet on the other side of the house before you go.
The wife.
Where's the wife?
I'm the wife, Jesse.
I think this is the same wallpaper I started out with.
I'm Doug. That's Wilt. He's been doing this for about 30 years. I've been doing it for about a year. So we kind of host this hike. We've got them Saturdays and Sundays. Live oak, yeah. So this is really the most prevalent. You can look at the leaves on the ground.
Live oaks are considered evergreen when in fact they really aren't.
And anybody know what these can be used for?
Gin.
How'd you know?
Because I'm an alcoholic. No, that's not true.
That's one of the good things about this plant. Another good thing about it is the mature ash juniper, golden cheek warbler uses the bark as its nest, as a bird. It's a grape. It's a Mustang grape, right? And it is edible, a little bitter.
You find these chunks of chert, which is the finest flint for making arrowheads in all of North America.
It's called star jelly.
Yeah. This is alive.
That is alive, but when it's dry outside, it's just black and crinkly like tissue paper, right? And you wouldn't even know it's there. Of course, you got these little holes from the fossils and stuff, but when it rains, the rain interacts with CO2 in the atmosphere, makes a very weak acid, right? And this is limestone. You know, you could pour like vinegar on limestone, it blows up. So the same thing happening here, it just kind of eats away with it. And that's how we have Carlsbad Caverns. I mean, a lot of what's underneath us is like this, but there are caverns everywhere, right? And if this was solid rock, none of the water would get into the aquifer.
It's porous and it's permeable, and so the karsting that Doug mentioned is what allows it to be permeable, and it makes these holes.
Usually a creek area. Sometimes they're dry creeks that flow when it rains only.
The big trees over there are the bald cypress. They lost their leaves about what, a month and a half.
And then they get all the nutrients from the air, sun. They do like shade, but they exist quite well in sunlight. You see them on power lines. You see them all over on power lines in certain parts of the country. So this is a Tillandsia recurvata. Okay, this is just a brief stop so you can get your first look at Honey Creek.
And if everybody's quiet, you can hear it, which is good because sometimes you can't. The rain's help.
Blowing, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've been doing this for a year. That's the most
By the way there. Oh, here's your first pop quiz. What kind of trees are these over here? The big ones.
We already talked about it earlier. There you go.
Yeah, those are post oaks. If you look at those, they have that similar structure to the one we saw. All three of those are post oaks. There's a different kind of oak here that you'll see in the park. Look at the bark on it. Look at the structure and the size. Okay, that's a shin oak or Bigelow oak.
By the way, you remember the trail I talked about that the wideners of the rust would ride on? buggy or whatever to go visit each other. This is the trail here, coming this way. This is where they cross the creek, right here. They cross here, you look on the other side, you can see the trail continues to the other side.
You can see the fish in there. Guadalupe bass, state fish of Texas is supposed to be in here.
This plant here is another kind of blue stem. This is called bushy blue stem. And like the muhly grass that we saw before, this likes wet feet. On the surface is about 1.5 miles long is all. And we're standing about in the middle. So if you go upstream about 3/4 of a mile, you'll get to the cave that the water comes out of. If you go downstream about 3/4 of a mile, you'll come to the Guadalupe River where it empties into. So it comes out of Honey Creek Cave, and Doug's going to tell you about Honey Creek Cave.
Got something to draw?
Yeah, I'm taking reference pictures.
That's great.
This is the Sabal Miner, it's called. There's 2 Sabals here in Texas. The other one is Sabal Mexicana, and it'll grow up into a large palm tree. And you'll see that basically from San Antonio south. You'll see those trees. And that's Tillandsia usonides. That's the Spanish moss, which is neither Spanish nor moss. It's an epiphyte. Okay.
And so, yeah, so he does like a house of his part, and he's an artist. So then he takes the sweet part mat.
It's called ball moss. Yeah. It's neither a ball nor is it a moss. Okay. If you look at these leaves real close even under a magnifying glass, you can see what neat structures these leaves are. So this is an epiphyte. What are other epiphytes in the world? These right here are its roots. They're not roots in that they go into the tree. They just grasp. I mean, all they need is a place to cling to. Because it's just clinging, not getting nutrients from the tree. You know what mistletoe is? That's a plant. It's called hemiparasitic. That means it gets half its nutrients from its host, which is the tree. And so it puts its roots into the tree and gets nutrients out of the tree and deforms the tree. It doesn't kill it. It doesn't kill the tree, because if it kills the tree, it dies. So it's not going to kill the tree. So if you see mistletoe in a tree, you could leave it really. It's the host. That is the host plant for something called a great purple hair streak butterfly. Probably one of the most beautiful butterflies in North America. And it lays its eggs on mistletoe. And the caterpillars eat that and turn into butterflies from that. But so what do you see here? What kind of tree is this?
And such, but and Honey Creek enters the Guadalupe right over there. So you want your bearings, we're gonna walk that way and get to it.